Okay, you are working on your math homework and problem number 33 is a difficult one. There are a certain number of steps required to reach a correct result. As you begin to work the problem, you get stuck early in the process. At this point, there are several resources students may use to move forward in the process. Online, notes from class, chapter in the book, tutor, professor, friend, back of the book. Through one or more of the listed resources, you can finagle through the process and reach the right answer. Now that you've solved that problem, it's time to move on to the next problem. Oh, but wait a minute. Think about it for a second. You did not solve problem 33. You utilized resources that will not be available to you on the exam. Since your professor will expect you to show your work on the exam, I suggest you practice at home like you are required to perform at the exam. You see, for some reason, your professor wants you to understand the process to the correct solution rather than you just writing down the correct solution. Instead of moving on to the next problem, I suggest you work through problem number 33 again as if you are taking the exam. In other words, if all you have available at the exam is paper and pencil, hide the work you just discovered and work problem number 3 with just paper and pencil. Now, this time you make it a little better than halfway through problem number 33 before you get stuck. This is very good news because you can see the learning process happening right before your very eyes. The first time you attempted the problem, you could hardly set it up correctly. However, this time you were able to make some significant strides towards solving the problem. Look back at the work you did earlier and see if you can figure out what the issue is and what you need to learn. But since you did not make it all the way through successfully, it is time to work the problem again. Once more, you will approach the problem as if you are taking the exam. Honestly, I believe that you will likely make it all the way through this time because you've seen the problem a couple of times now. You may not completely understand all of the steps, but your memory will likely help you complete the process. For the sake of argument, you get stuck in the same spot as you did on your last attempt. This is not as exciting nor is it encouraging, but there are a couple of things for you to note at this point. First, if you go ask for help from a tutor, a friend, or the professor, you can show the work that you've been doing and the exact point that is difficult for you to understand. The second takeaway, this problem, or at least this type of problem, will likely be on the next exam. If this problem is really this difficult for you to solve and understand this quickly, then this might be one of the overall objectives of the course. So make sure you know how to do one just like this on your own.